These 5 beautiful girls have just killed a man. That day there was a farewell party of Jess, a member of their group who would get married soon. They ordered a male dancer to entertain them. But Alice got too excited. Jumped on him. That made his head hit on the table and died. It should be a party, but now it was the crime scene. They all were so scared. Pippa thought that they should call the police. But Jess disagreed, because she was running for the state governor. Frankie also had 2 criminal records. If she committed another crime, she would be sentenced to 25 years in prison. They could not know what to do. The bell rang suddenly. A pizza deliverer. They pulled the corpse to the sofa. Pippa was calm. She would shoo the shipper away. After eating they would be better. Blair suggested to call for reference first. Because her uncle was a lawyer. They all agreed, but Frankie thought that they should use another phone. So they would not leave any evidence. Frankie and Blair came to buy a phone. The rest would stay at home to watch out the corpse. But he still opened his eyes to stare her. That made her panic. Pippa was so brave to let his eyes closed. But he still opened up his eyes. Finally Alice had to bring the sunglasses to put in for him. Then the dog was barking. They realized there was the transparent glass behind the corpse. Everything would be so clear. After getting the phone they called the uncle lawyer. He said that this case was rarely sentenced to willful homicide. The first thing was no removing the corpse. If they intentionally destroy the criminal scene, they would be considered as accomplices. That would be sentenced to 15 years in prison. The lawyer only said that. No corpse and no litigation. They had to eliminate the corpse. They put the corpse on a boat and pushed it to the sea. But when they haven't picked the one would cover this. A light pointed to them. They were the neighbors. They pretended to go to the beach to play. But the couple noticed the corpse on the boat. Fortunately, Pippa reacted so fast, she pretended to flirt the corpse. That could made the couple let them go. Pippa threw the corpse into the sea. What they needed to do was clean up all the evidence at home. And created the alibi. They came to the beach to take a photo. To prove that they were not at home. So they can get away with the murder. But Alice realized something wrong. But there was a man lying on the beach in the photo. Because the corpse was put there by the waves. Coming back to the house, they were so worried. Then, the bell rang again. There was a policeman. Was their action revealed? The policeman didn't give them time to do anything. Naturally, Frankie hit the policeman. That made the case more complicated. They didn't kill the dancer. But also hit a policeman. They decided to hide the policeman away. But they found a secret. The policeman was the dancer. That they ordered. So, who did they kill? The case turned to be so complex. After that night, they were so tired. They had quarrels. Jess chose to give herself up. But before going to prison, she had to take a bath. And make up. Meanwhile, the rest didn't know what to do. Suddenly, there was a beep sound at the corner. In the coat of the victim, they found a phone. There was someone following him. The bell rang again. There were 2 real policemen. They wanted to find the dead dancer. So, they could not get away with the sin. Alice intended to give themselves up. The policemen checked the corpse. They revealed the information that he was a criminal. He has just robbed a jewelry shop. And killed a guard. Now the policemen were tracking on him. So, the 5 girls were free of charge and they also got the compliment. Then, they held each other in happiness. Frankie told Alice. But she's taking a bath and could not hear anything. The policeman recorded the testimony. Because the jewelry was not found. When Pippa watched the news on TV, she realized. The dead man also had accomplice. There were 3 of them. Pippa yelled out. Tissue. I need some tissue. Everyone got doubtful. They didn't know what she would do. To shout out so loudly. To get a tissue only. Then, Blair remembered. She once told Pippa. Tissue would be their secret code. If they met a bad guy, they would say so. So the men would leave. Blair saw the way Pippa pointed. There was the news about the 3 criminals. The policemen in front of them were not the real. Blair pretended to get the tissue for Pippa. Also, Pippa tried to turn off the TV. But she pressed the wrong button. Then, the 2 robbers were revealed. They are a group with the dead dancer. They robbed a jewelry shop but got the contradictory because of sharing. The fake dancer only wanted to hide here. But he was so unlucky to be killed by the girls. The robbers tied them up. And asked for the track of the jewelry. Meanwhile, Jess was taking a bath and didn't know what's happening. She only knew that when she got out of the bathroom. Jess hid at the corner and shut one down with the pepper spray. Then, she got a handkerchief. And rubbed on her thigh. And put it in the mouth of the robber. Finally, she jumped from the 2nd floor. And controlled the last robber. So, their rough night ended. On the next day, Jess and her fiancé got married. According to the law at their state, the act of unintentional homicide of fugitive was not sentenced. Moreover, Jess took advantage of that issue, spreading her merit online. And attracted many vote for her. And won in the election. There are many contrast criticizing. But we could not deny the entertaining aspect of it. The movie brought a valued message. Don't touch the sisters group because you don't know what they would do.